are 50% of the way through the knockout stages in the PES World Finals. Obviously, all the players at this event have qualified through regional finals in Europe, America, and in Asia, as well as some...
And the rest of the world, of course.
And a wild card. But we are now approaching the business end of the tournament, where the players will be competing for a prize pool of $350,000.
That's right. For anyone watching at home who is new to this stream, let me repeat what Graham just said. The winner, well, the winner of the third place final will be walking away with $50,000. The second place runner-up in the final will be walking away with $100,000. And the winner of PES 2017 World Finals of the PESLeague will be walking away with $200 life-changing $1,000.
Could that be one of these players as we kick off?
So, O'Neill, we've got a change of scoreline in that game. I don't know whether that's a technical error, because we were told that was 2-0. And Eterito, I believe, has taken a 2-0 lead in the second leg and now leads 11-1 on aggregate, if that is correct, which is just ridiculous. 5 minutes gone here in this second leg between Mayageka and GuiFera. Mayageka trailing by 4-3. You can't write what's going to happen, but Mayageka has conceded and been 1 goal down at least all the way through this. He's got back and equalised every time, but GuiFera scored that 4th goal at the end of the first leg to lead as he plays it through. A chance for a 5th, and it's into the back of the net, and that might be the goal, Graham. You mentioned right at the start of that second leg that little interesting moment where they could really stretch things. He's done it there, hasn't he?
Massively. I mean, that's it now. 2 goals to the good. He has everything on his side now. He just needs to keep his concentration, keep his focus, get past 65 minutes in this game, and you just see it out then. That's when professionalism should come into play. And you have seen that for yourself, with GuiFera taking a lead, a 2-goal lead in a massive final, letting it go. He just needs to make sure that he doesn't do it again here.
Yeah, so that 1-0 scoreline was correct. It was just a 1-0 scoreline from the second leg, not an aggregate scoreline. So O'Neill is leading by 3-0 on aggregate against Jose. So Netherlands 3, Spain 0 in that game. Neil Lotfi is still trailing by 11-1. I repeat, there is a 10-goal difference in that game. And the game between Tiamat and Jonah is 3-2 to Jonah at the moment, the man from Peru who qualified first from the Americas. And of course here, 5-3 to GuiFera from Brazil. So Graham, is that going to be enough to go through here?
Possibly. We've never had...
That's a sense fitter if ever I saw one.
Well, we've never been more than one...
Sense sitter, should I?
Okay, I'll just carry on. But we've never been more than 1 goal of a gap in this tie so far. We now have a 2-goal lead, so that could possibly be enough. We just need GuiFera to sit down, take control of the game, and see this out. But obviously, the best form of defence is attack, as we've seen many, many times again.
We have indeed, but it is Mayageka who is on the attack. Good defending by Vidal for GuiFera from Brazil. Forward towards Luis Suarez. Another goal now you feel would really be a nail in the coffin here and send GuiFera into the semi-finals. Neymar, lovely play. Lionel Messi into the back of the net. And it is now 6-3 to GuiFera, and surely he has one step in those semi-finals and a chance at least $50,000.
That's it. 1 game away then from, 1 tie away from being at least $50,000 better off.
So Iniesta out towards Jordi Alba. Mayageka needs a little bit of a miracle as we approach the halfway stage in the first half. What footwork there from the Brazilian, playing as a Brazilian. Unbelievable. So it's a corner to be taken on this near side by, it's going to be Neymar, I believe, to take it. He's going to whip it in towards that near post. It's headed away and out towards the near side again. Luis Suarez wins it back here for Mayageka. A goal now would make things a little more interesting because there is that 3-goal lead here for GuiFera from Brazil as it's played through towards Luis Suarez, and that is almost an incredible finish there from Luis Suarez, and you thought that was in, Graham.
I did. That drop of the shoulder from Luis Suarez, losing the last man but drilling the shot just... Oh, what a touch.
Unbelievable from Mayageka. And now Neymar finds Jordi Alba. That miss might be so costly, and Luis Suarez has put this game back in the balance. The goal that he needed, it's 6-4 on aggregate, 2-1 on the day, And 33 minutes gone, still a lot of time, Graham.
A lot of time. We're not even at the crucial point in this match, and we're only 2 goals within this.
The trouble is he needs to stop GuiFera scoring, and that is easier said than done. The free-flowing Brazilian as Neymar spins inside. There's been 2 goals back in the game between O'Neill and Jose, and that now is only 3-2 on aggregate. Jose making a last-gasp comeback. It's 4-2. O'Neill has dampened that comeback, I'm being told. So quick response there from the man from the Netherlands. And back here, it is 6-4 in this game, a 2-goal cushion as well here. So 2-goal cushions across the board, other than a casual 9-goal cushion for Eterito in his match against Neo Lotfi, as the ball's played out towards Lionel Messi. Graham, 5 minutes to the half. Till the half is out. What's going to happen?
It's just going to be slowed down. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're going to have an opportunity on goal. And
I don't think GuiFera knows how to slow things down, and he scores again. A clinical finish again. He's used that so many times today, drawing the defenders out towards the edge of the area on that near the byline, and then crossing it across the face, and just a simple tap in for the centre forward. Graham, has he been working on that in training?
Oh, definitely. And the way that he built up to it, when I was saying slowing things down, it was Lutti-esque in terms of the way that he pulled his opponents out of shape.
What a ball that is. And it's Luis Suarez. He's onside again, cuts inside. Oh, that's a fantastic challenge there from Mayageka, and a timely one, because a goal then would have killed things off. Is it going to be a case of he's given himself a mountain to climb now in this second half of the second leg, Mayageka?
He's shown he's got goals, he's shown he can score, but as we've just seen there, Guilherme,
he just can't stop GuiFera scoring, can he?
And the range in his game, that slow build-up play, and then that lethal through ball to release Suarez, Mayageka needs to be on the front foot, but he needs to be wary of the attack, and especially the counter-attack that GuiFera can hit him with.
So I was speaking to Ton earlier about playing styles and how there's 3 sort of, appears to me anyway, 3 main playing styles. There's the all-out sort of attack, there's the sort of quite methodic, quite casual, quite just trying to keep possession, like players like, of course, Jose, whereas obviously the attacking one is, we're talking GuiFera, we're talking Eterito, and then you've got the defensive, more counter-attacking style of Tiamat and Neo Lotfi. Now, we're seeing at the moment, clearly, O'Neill as well, you probably would class in the more attacking, sort of going for goals to outscore your opponent. We're seeing at the moment that outscoring tactic seems to be potentially working better than the other 2, Graham?
Well, it does, unless Tiamat has something to say about it. Obviously, his results aren't going for him at the moment.
He's losing against Jonah, of course, and Jonah is that sort of attacking mentality as well. So it's very interesting to see that this year, so far in the World Finals, it seems to be that, which is really putting the nail in the coffin and putting them through to the semi-finals at this moment in time. But of course, all of that can change in an instant, Graham.
Some absolute detailed and well thought through logic here. The team that scores the most goals usually wins.
As you know, you get absolute brilliance from me, nothing less. As we're in that 60-minute mark, Graham. The tactics, the substitution stage. Now, this is probably the most crucial ones that Mayageka is going to do, because obviously, if he isn't able to turn this around, he's out, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, look at the changes here. The formation first, I mean, it's not a 4-3-3, which we're used to seeing, and that's where we get the international aspect. Mayageka plays a completely different game from most of the people that we will see within Europe, using that 3 at the back.
A formation that's served a lot of teams so far in real football really well, with the 3 at the back so far this year. So, yeah, interesting to see, like you mentioned, the different formations between the different regions as well.
And, I mean, it just shows how well he is. I mean, using players like Alex Vidal and Jordi Alba, as I mentioned, using them as fullbacks, but now essentially almost using them as wing-backs. Yeah, I mean, obviously the classed as midfielders within the PES gameplay, but it's that sort of mentality. As you can see, look at the space on the wings he has. Maybe not.
So, GuiFera is 30 minutes game time away from a place in the semi-finals. And it's a stunning pass, though, towards Neymar, and that was a chance there for Mayageka. Just going back to the original point, GuiFera will, if he goes through, will be meeting one of either Eterito, O'Neill, or Jonah at this moment in time. Again, all of this can change, as there's been a goal for Neo Lotfi, who's reduced that scoreline now to 11-2 on aggregate still. A pretty ridiculous scoreline in that game. There's been another goal in the game between Tiamat and Jonah, and the man from Peru is at this moment in time in a really strong position as well. Graham, The Americas are doing well again today.
Amazingly. Look at the control now. I was talking about slowing things down. Watch how things change. When GuiFera's in the ball, he will slow things down and then he will inject pace with one, maybe two crucial slide rule passes. Look, slow, methodical, and then boom.
That's a lovely ball over the top. It's Luis Suarez onside. Poor first touch through to the goalkeeper. There's been another goal in the game between Neo Lotfi and, of course, Eterito. Eterito just taking his foot off the gas a little bit because he's conceded another goal, but he's got a slight cushion to work with as the ball's played in, and another goal for GuiFera is surely sending the man from Brazil, the 17-year-old, the baby of the tournament, into the semi-finals of the PES 2017
and speaking
World Finals.
Of being a baby, GuiFera's dad in the audience there, punching the air as he sees his son add what must be...
To see his baby.
Exactly, it must be an insurmountable lead now, 8-4. Mayageka needs 4 goals to take this game to a playoff.
So Vidal, 15 minutes remaining here, and surely now the 4-goal cushion is too much. Eterito heard what I said, not happy with the foot off the gas. He has scored an equalising goal in that game, and of course now leads by 12 goals to 3 on aggregate. A similar scoreline, he won 12-4 in the semi-finals of the regionals, I believe. A quick bit of mental arithmetic there as the ball is back on the halfway line. Rakitic has the ball, just playing down the clock now, GuiFera. A worthy winner, do you feel?
Definitely. I mean, the levels to his gameplay, that attacking play. Look, he's back through again. He's not giving up, not at this point. But
the reason why I'm stopped, because I've just realised that my 3 predictions so far are going to be 3 of 4 in the final 4. So that is an incredible chance here. A chance for Mayageka. And a great save in the end from ter Stegen. And that might be the last chance he gets to pull a goal back. But he does have a corner, which he takes short. And crossed in towards Piqué at the back post. Good header, but easy save in the end by ter Stegen, who read it very, very well. And now just playing for time. A mere formality for the 17-year-old from Brazil to scale his way into the semi-finals.
Yes. But the thing with GuiFera's game, and maybe it's just because he's so far ahead that he's happy enough to just keep trying to score, is he's not slowing things down and trying to see the game out. So he may concede another one here. Obviously, Mayageka didn't manage to bag one in the net there, but that was what happened. That's what cost him on the stage in Milan. Is it just a case of he knows things are over here?
I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the scores. Mayageka 4, GuiFera 7, Tiamat 3, Jonah 7, Neil Lofty 3, Eterito 11, O'Neill 5, and Jose 2. So they are the players who are going to be going through into the semi-finals, as there's been an equalising goal in that game between O'Neill and Jose. Is there a few injury time moments here where he could get back into the game?
Well, Mayageka, it's too late, but there we are, full time. He was trying, he was banging on the door, but nothing was going in. GuiFera, runner-up in the 2016 PES World Final, has now booked his way into the semi-finals of this event.